Lewis Hamilton has offered his thoughts on the war between Israel and Hamas in Gaza. Lewis Hamilton has been left massively disappointed with how the war in Gaza has been handled by governments from around the world. Current estimates put the total death toll at nearly 17,000 since the start of the conflict, which has resumed following a brief ceasefire to allow the release of hostages. Israel's bombardment of civilians in Gaza has been controversial to say the least, with a number of large protests having taken place around the world to demand a total ceasefire. Almost 2 million people have been displaced in Gaza since the war began, according to NBC News, while hundreds more have been killed since fighting resumed on Friday. Many world leaders, including Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and U.S. President Joe Biden, have insisted that Israel has the right to defend itself but that ceasing hostilities should be the main goal. Hamilton was asked for his thoughts on the situation in Abu Dhabi last month and was quick to express his disappointment with how the Gaza crisis has been handled. The Mercedes driver also stated that he has found it difficult to focus on racing given what is happening elsewhere in the world. When asked if he was aware of the events in Gaza, Hamilton said, "Absolutely, I mean, how can you not? It has been a very strange period for us, because we are in such a bubble here. We arrive at all these different places, and there is so much positivity in our little bubble. But it is really hard and difficult to wake up each day knowing that there are thousands of kids dying, and that there is nothing that you can do about it. The rest of the world just goes on as it is, and it is massively disappointing to see how countries and governments are handling it, and to think where we are in 2023, with everything through history, it doesn't look like we've learned anything. So to be able to compartmentalize that and just go ahead with doing your job, I think that is difficult. I mean, it is all over social media. There is not a moment, a day that you don't see something pop up on the news, and you are just trying to remain positive through the darkest time." Hamilton went on to explain that world events have left him feeling emotionally drained ahead of the F1 offseason, but said that he is looking forward to some time off before returning for testing in February. "I'm not burned out," he added. "I'd rather not keep going into the season, but I think for me I'm just more emotionally drained at the end of the year. It's obviously a very long season. I think really with all the negativity in the world as well, it's been quite draining just to maintain a positive mindset through the year."